each and every one of you. We're just awaiting Reverend Vijesh Lal to kindly join us over here on stage. Thank you, Vijesh, for joining us. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming to listen to what we've got to say this afternoon and what is planned on the agenda. We come here and we speak behalf on a people's movement that is slowly gathering a lot of steam, and we have scheduled a national Christian conference to be held in New Delhi at the Jantar Mantar on the 29th of this month. It will go on from the morning 9 all the way till 5 in the evening. We will have leaders from all across the nation. We will have Christian citizens from across the country who will be coming to join and participate in this national convention. Now, the purpose of this convention is threefold. There are concerns that are rising amongst the Christian community, which the Christian community believes needs to be voiced, needs to be identified if it is a national level problem or if it is just a regional, district or state level issue. That being said, we gather here this afternoon at a time when the Supreme Court recently has given a judgment in the case of Reverend R.B. Lal versus the state of Uttar Pradesh in what was challenged as conversion activities that were being willfully committed, wherein we saw a large group of Indian citizens of the Christian faith being held behind bars without any bail. The Supreme Court has made some very important observations in its judgment, which I want to read out a part of. This is directly from the judgment in page 50. Under para 40, they start on the scheme of the UP Conversion Act, and in para 55, they say, as discussed earlier, the constitutional validity of the provisions of the UP Conversion Act does not fall for our consideration in this instant case. Nonetheless, we can't help but observe that the provisions of the said Act pertaining to the pre- and post-conversion declaration seem to introduce a very onerous procedure to be followed by an individual seeking to adopt a faith other than the one he professes. The involvement and interference of the state authorities in the conversion procedure is also conspicuous, with the district magistrate having been legally obliged to direct a police inquiry in each case of intended religious conversion. Further, the statutory requirement of making public the personal details of such each person who has converted to a different religion may require a deeper examination to ascertain if such a requirement fits well with the privacy regime pervading the Constitution. We say this with the Supreme Court observing that this was not part of it. Today, our matter was listed to come up where the 12 states which have Freedom of Religious Act, also known as Anti-Conversion Act, we have challenged it. Some of us in this room are the petitioners in this particular case, along with Archbishop Machado of Bangalore, and we were hoping that this would come up for discussion today, but it seems that so far in the Supreme Court, the matter has not yet come up. That being said, we have 12 states which have anti-conversion laws, which have further amended them to include the provision of the death penalty for this act of conversion. So it is a fairly serious tool